Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Return to the Mother World Ancient Feminine Wisdom in Times of Transition Summit, where we honor the Great Mother and explore the ways of the old and how these ways can support us in these incredibly important, beautiful, but also challenging times of change. This is Emmy Mutale. I am your host and the creatrix of this summit, and I am super excited to have here with me today the beautiful Catherine Toomey. Welcome, Catherine.
Hello, thank you very much for having me here in this space. It's lovely.
Absolutely. It's great to have you with us, and I cannot wait to dive deeper into our themes of connecting with our bodies, which is such an important theme to talk about. But before we go there, let me just introduce you to everybody. Catherine is a massage therapist and qualified in Reiki, pregnancy massage, crystal science, aromatherapy, and reflexology. She's a children's book author and a best-selling author in multi-author books, including Luna Wisdom, Magnetic Abundance, and Return to the Mother World. An accomplished actor and returning extra on the Australian series Wentworth and Neighbours, as well as a Tropfest Junior Awards host. She offers her services as a workshop facilitator and privately with clients, and lives in Melbourne, Australia. Wonderful. Well, Catherine, before we start talking all about our bodies and connecting to them, I would love to hear from you. What does the concept of the mother world mean to you?
Okay, so I feel like the mother word just says to me the word Gaia. So I love that word because you have moments of going into its vibration and its feeling and vibe. And it's also, I think, like a thing that I have where I am sharing with other people. So it makes me think of community. It makes me think of that beautiful walk that you have through the rainforest where you're, face to face with a 650-year-old tree and you're staring at that tree and then you you become that tree and you're looking at this thing that you are able to just fathom for just a second. I love the moss that comes out of the those really old trees in the rainforest, and I like to go up and just kind of stick my nose in and just kind of feel that dewiness. It really makes me happy. It's such a happy place. And I also have this other imagining of Gaia, which is in the mountains where you've got like ranges and ranges of trees, and they may be different colors, but the point is there's this incredible kind of misty energy that can come off them, and it's such an experience where you take that deep breath and you know that you're in like the earth's Gaia. You feel like you are in that it's a special energy, and you have to actually, it can't be manufactured. It's a very special and honoring energy.
I love that, and you expressing that beautifully in terms of this organic, embodied connection with Gaia, with our Mother Earth, who is our mother, and who provides us with so much all the time on a daily basis. Why is it so important for us to be connected with our own bodies, and of course through our bodies to Mother Earth, then as well to Gaia?
Yeah, I feel that we need to have a connection to our body. I feel like we're always striving in the world of like cities and dwelling, or but people when they're living in their houses and all of this, and it's such a manufactured experience. And I find with massage therapy, you are resulting, but everything is outside. So your bills are paid, or you know um your fridge is full, all these sorts of things that happen. But it takes an extra special leveled up person to also be throwing massage into their scheduling. And it's really easy to just imagine, um, people that have really high, like fast paced lives, they do incorporate massage. But I really want to just be suggestive of the importance for everyone to really be mindful of how that kind of the corporate ladder, but the striving and the need to slow down. is what massage therapy really does. It facilitates, and it requires trust, and it requires sort of outsourcing to another person. And I feel like it's a slowing down. You slow down when someone gives you a shoulder rub and a neck massage. You're like, oh, that's so good. And you slow down and you feel all those beautiful little pins and needles and tingly feelings that you have, because you're just going to keep rolling with what you're rolling with in life. And if you can learn to incorporate a little bit of massage therapy into everything that you're doing, as well as the incorporation of neck ache and backache and lower backache and knee pain, all these things will catch up with you in life. And I just highly recommend being in tune with the parts of your body that that you need to just be in tune with. Things like headaches and things like that. When you have, people have headaches, and then you check in with their neck pain, and they've got this terrible neck pain. And I just encourage. I know there's so many different ways that people can take care of themselves, but a really nice massage is a really good way to take care of your body.
Yeah, absolutely. You're raising a lot of important points there. And especially since we live in a world where we've been, in so many ways, taught to disconnect from our bodies and really truly live inside our minds and from the intellect. And so many of us have forgotten the importance of connecting to these 3D vessels that our spirit lives in this lifetime. And for me, at least, this has also been a lifelong journey for me in terms of learning to honor and love my body at its deepest, at the deepest level. And when we really truly land in our bodies and honor our bodies as our homes in these lifetimes, there's a very, very sacred, very beautiful connection that forms as well. Have you found that as well, Catherine?
Yes, absolutely. I always imagined that idea where you go for that really long walk, and it's beautiful forest, and you're walking along, and you can't believe, like, it's just so beautiful and dreamlike, and the air is so crisp, and you're having that whole experience. But then the reality is you've actually taken your body on this huge journey as well as your mind. So it's just really good to have that memory of taking care of the body at the same time, because we are just skin and bones and muscles and ligaments. And it's really good to take notice of all the things in in a simplistic way, where we're just having it's like the difference between when you like a visual meditation and an inward meditation. And I find with massage it really does help people that struggle with meditation and things like that, because it, especially from a therapist point of view, it gives that person um the kindness to spend that hour or that hour and a half in a quiet space with quiet music, and they can just be themselves. And then at the same time, we're still offering so many benefits to their body physically. We're improving their organs and blood flow are incredibly wonderful extra resources from being a massage therapist. It just the blood flow and the circulation are those sort of things that make the organs work better, and that's what we would all want.
Yes, absolutely. So very important. And I find that especially now as we are birthing the new earth as a collective on our planet, it is so important to keep our bodies in a high vibration state. And you mentioned stillness, you mentioned circulation, you mentioned blood flow, and all of these are so very important components in ensuring that our bodies are actually functioning at their optimal possible level. Because when we are not at that optimal level, I believe we're only using a small fraction of the capacity of our bodies.
That's exactly right. That's a really important factor. So incorporating massage in your daily, or not your daily life, but in your daily life, from an expression of something to look forward to. Because if you tell your working self, I've got a massage booked in 2 weeks, you will think about it. You won't be, oh, I don't want to do that. You'll be, oh my gosh, I can't wait. That's going to be so exciting. That is going to be a wonderful, wonderful aspect of my life, and I can't wait. So the thing with that is that the slowing down. So it does help. It helps the body to slow down. It helps the body to be in more of a stasis, where it should be. So I imagine like work, 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 and then you have the massage, and then you can sort of take that step back where you can then work more. You then have more capacity because the body will only have so much output that it can do before it starts complaining, and it sends messages to the brain. I don't want to do this. And then you have that 30-minute relaxation massage. I'm definitely a really big fan of baths and bath salts and all the beautiful things, anything that you can do that just, placates your body so that your brain is then just trapped inside. I'm a really big fan of things like baths and salts and even foot baths and things like that. It slows the body down, and then you can do more. You can accomplish more. It takes you back to how you were before you started anything. For example, the summit. Like, I imagine all the work, all the hard work that goes into this experience for all the people watching. And then yourself, you can have this massage, this wonderful massage, and then you can look forward. You stand up, you hop off the table, and then you move forward, and you get on with the other things that you have to do, because you have time, you have energy, you have that love for yourself again, because you've provided that space and that time and that kindness, and then it changes your energy. So
Yeah, so very true. And you are really prompting me to book my massage as well as soon as possible, because I've been, as you said, I have been spending a lot of time on the screen, a lot of time typing and talking to amazing people, but I also realized that I need that downtime. I need that stillness again. And I feel that the busier we get, the more downtime, the more stillness, the more support we need for our bodies. And I wish I were in Australia so I could come to you and get a beautiful massage from you. But yeah, perhaps one day that will be a possibility. But Catherine, I know that you've got a beautiful self-care process for us to go through as well. And I'm wondering if you're
yes.
ready to take us through that.
Yes, yes. I just had one more little point that we just hadn't touched on, and it was just in relating to the people, the people in our communities that probably still live right now, but for us Westerners looking at, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, just their experience of their physical body is just so much less than the demands that we put on our physical bodies. And really, it's that sovereignty and that returning to Gaia that I just really wanted to share as how I would want somebody to go and get a massage as well. I wouldn't want them to just bung in and bung out. I would want them to really feel it as a resource coming from the mother world, coming from, the energies of kindness to themselves. Yes, so I was going to do some breath work and some some sort of body awakening things. So I'll just get everyone to take in a big deep breath. So just in through the nose and out through the mouth. So, and then again. And then again. And then just get those shoulders and just roll those shoulders back a couple of times. And then just see if you can put your hands up towards the ceiling, and then just stretch up right through the fingers, and then just push the wrists back a little bit like this. Push back, and then just give them a shake. Another big breath. You should feel that breath coming through, and then just push those shoulders all the way back. Back. This is a really good point to massage during the menstrual cycle or the period. So what we do is I'm just going to get my foot and just show you. So we've got, that's my heel there, and that's my Achilles. And what we do is we just massage in this area here between the ankle and the Achilles. And just what I'll just show you as well. This is the toe, and we were just sort of talking about headaches and things. This is the point in reflexology for headaches. So if you actually massage this top part here, you're going to feel those extra breaths coming through. In here is the eyes and the ears. So it's always good just to give those a little bit of a massage. And the tops, all the tops there, just get the circulation going. On this side here is the neck. So you've got the neck like on this side or on this side of the foot, you can see. So you can just see there. And then around here is the back. And then that takes us down to the heel. So all the lower extremities are in this area. So we're just going to massage in this area here. And this is something that just improves the blood flow, but not too much, because you do already have blood flow during the period or menstrual cycle. So it's good to just kind of, you'll probably find it's quite sensitive. So just giving it a gentle massage is really just a way to wake the foot up. So then you can just take it over the other side. So you've got your little headache there, and then you've got your little neck here. And then you come down to the Achilles, massaging the Achilles there. Another really good thing that you can do, and I think we've talked about this before, is the moisturizer before you go to bed at night. So highly recommend to all my clients, especially when they get the cracked heels, to put the moisturizer on at night. And if you actually put on a little bit of moisturizer and do like a little bit of a foot massage, so toes, and then the top of the foot, the middle of the foot, the bottom of the heel, and around the ankles, you have a better sleep. Because when you have cracked heels, the body actually sends a message to the mind to tell it to send some extra cells down there, because there's something going on, because it thinks that there's like a crack in the skin, but more like an abrasion or something, where the little heel of white cells need to go to heal, basically, to go down and fix up these cracks. And what happens is, if you put the moisturizer on, it's the message goes out to the brain. You don't have to worry, everything's okay, and you actually have a better night's sleep. And it's also a good container for your immune system as well. It also kind of holds your immune system in place if you keep your heels in good order. So that's a really good tip. So I do recommend doing that, massaging your feet before going to bed, because it helps you sleep, and it's so good for your immunity. So now I'll just do a couple more shoulder rolls, and maybe just ear to shoulder, and then just take a big breath. And hopefully you can feel the energy in your body just heating up a little bit. And that's really where you want to be for your ideas, for when you're sitting quietly, wanting ideas. That's a really good way to get ideas flowing. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Catherine. And I'm wondering if you could still show us, because you've done this with me before, and you did this wonderful practice where we just simply massaged our arms. Would you
Yes,
be willing to take
yes.
us through that just quickly?
Yeah, sure. Yes, definitely. I was just going to say, there's so much patterning around accomplishment. This is a really good one. This is like tech arm. So you get into this elbow point, and it's here, and you can feel a muscle, and then you just bring your thumb around and just push in and in all the way down. to the wrist, and then you can kind of get into the hand a little bit. So it's this point here. So right where the elbow is at the front of the arm. So right here, front of the arm. And that's, because we're always on computers, we're always on phones, we're always driving, we're always holding on to stuff. And that's just a really, really good release where keeping, again, this area supported through massage stops the other parts of the body from showing displays of fatigue and distress.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that in as well. I really needed that personally, so appreciate that. Yeah, beautiful. Catherine, that was really, really helpful. And I know that our audience will love incorporating this into their daily practice, hopefully as well, and giving their bodies a little bit of extra support and love and care as well. And I find this kind of practice to be especially important now when we are in these times of transition and change, and when the energies on our planet are quite hectic, quite chaotic in many ways as well. And it can be easy to be lost or get lost in those energies. And when you literally connect with your body through touch and you support your body with these kinds of very simple processes, you feel so much more grounded and so much more supported.
Yes, that's the idea. The idea is to send support to the mother world. The mother world is there. It's in your hands. And when you support your own body, you, especially from the outside in that kind of way where you're just massaging your own hands, there's this, I know that there's lots of like this one is for the toxins and things. There's lots of different release points in the body, and it's a really good idea to have an idea of those release points. The one for the ankle I think is really good. It's kind of pushing and prodding rather than thinking and writing and doing all that. It's really good to have lots of different tools in the toolbox. And I love sharing my massage skills with people, and I love sharing with people how it's just going to help you relax, and it's just going to help you slow down, and it's going to help you get more out of your life, because it's something everybody looks forward to.
So very true.
I do. No,
I
I
do
do.
too. Absolutely. Well, Catherine, if our audience wanted to connect with you, what is the easiest place for them to go to?
Okay, so I have a Facebook page, Catherine Toomey Massage. So that is where you will find lots of different leads if you are looking for a variety of different leads on the sort of work that I do, which is basically promoting of massage therapy in the workplace, and obviously private clients as well. Yeah, that's the easiest.
Okay, wonderful. And I understand that you have a gift for our audience as well.
Yes, I do. So I will be preparing a journal on chakra work. I really, really love working with the chakras. I find that, as well as the physical body work that we've talked about today, if you go through and do a little bit of journaling about how you're feeling in different areas of your body, it'll really give you an indication of what's going on for you privately, and you can have a look at that.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that journal and connecting with my chakras as well at a deeper level. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Catherine, for being a part of this summit and for sharing your wisdom about your body knowledge and the importance of touch and supporting our bodies in these crazy, crazy times of change that we are in. Really, really appreciate all that you do.
Thank you, Emmy. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you everybody for tuning in today as well. I hope you've enjoyed these practical experiences and gotten some beautiful advice on how to really truly connect with your own body as well, and support your body to feel better and not feel so stressed out with everything that is going on. Wonderful. Thank you for watching and have a lovely rest of your day.